Welcome everyone, welcome to this course. Today we're going to talk about the lab. As you all know, everybody uses a lab, some doctors, engineers, and everybody. They use the labs. So we are going to create a hacking lab. This lab is only meant for hacking only. We're going to be using it because we want to hack. So without further ado, let's talk about the lab. So a lab, this is a place where we can learn hacking. We can also practice computer skills, whereby you want to learn the command line. Yeah, you want to learn the command line. You know, as a beginner, you make a lot of mistakes. Yes, you make a lot of mistakes. So for instead of making those mistakes on your real computer, you will be making those mistakes in the lab, and you can always reverse the lab because it's a lab, and you won't damage your resources and the files in your system or and etc. So some use it to learn web development. Yeah, that lab you see that we got networking. It also simulates network. It simulates a lot of stuff, and we can also learn computer repair. I heard a lot of people talking to me about their blue screens on their computers. Well, my computer is not doing this, my computer is not doing that. So as for me, I don't go and say give me your computer. I'll just say, okay, I'm gonna work on it overnight. How am I gonna work on it overnight? I'm going to check my computer and open my lab, and I simulate the very same blue screen which my client told me, or the very same virus which my client told me, and then I'm gonna try to figure it out. I'm gonna try to say, oh, let me see what's happening right here. Oh, this is how I can mitigate the virus. Oh, this is how I can repair the computer. I'm gonna do it in the lab. So we can use it for virus simulation and etc. And we can do it for experiments. So as for me, since we are hackers, what is a hacker? A hacker is a computer genius, somebody who's got a wide range of knowledge about computers, who's got a lot of experience about computers. He knows that if I navigate to this, if I remove this file on the system, the computer is gonna do this. If I do this, the computer is gonna do this. But since we are beginners and since we are hobbyists, we're gonna make a lot of mistakes. We're gonna damage a lot of stuff. You know, I've been reading the newspapers in my country, Zimbabwe. Like, we do driving. Yeah, you know driving, right? Instead of using simulators, just like the USA, they use simulators and for pilots, for drivers, and so on. But we in Zimbabwe do it on the real car. But I was just imagining, since I'm a beginner, what if I just press the gas and I don't know how to control the car? I just, oh my, I just like. So that's the thing here. So I guess that's why the USA, oh no, we're gonna have some simulators. Because if we don't have simulators, if we don't have labs, we're gonna have a lot of trouble. People gonna be like, okay, that's not the story for today. So let's check on this. What is this lab? What is it? So it is we call it virtualization. Yeah, that's the virtualization uses software to create abstraction layer of a computer hardware that allows the hardware elements of a single computer, the processors, the memory, storage, and more, to be divided into multiple computers, commonly called virtual machines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my computer. I have my laptop right here. I have my computer right here. So I'm going to ask the computer to share its processor, to share its memory and storage with my computers, with these computers which I'm going to make. You see, so it's just a simple environment that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using it inside the computer. So each virtual machine is got its operating system. So on this virtual machine, I can install macOS, I can install Android operating system, I can install Windows operating system, I can install MikroTik operating system. I can install any operating system of my choice. It depends with the need or with what I want to do with the operating system. You get it? So they wanna be working simultaneously with the computer. So this is my computer. The computer that hosts the virtual machines is called a host. That's the computer is gonna be hosting all these virtual machines. So I'm going to be having this computer over there. I'm going to have another computer over there. I'm gonna have another computer over there. It depends with the memory you have on your computer. The memory, the storage is the one that determines the number of computers you're gonna be simulating. You get it? So as for us, we're gonna be having a Windows operating system, a Kali operating system. What is Kali? Kali is the operating system we use for hacking. We as hackers we use the operating system Kali. It's flexible, it's open source, it's got a lot of advantages, man, unlike Windows. And we're gonna have a Metasploitable. Yeah, I guess on the other, you're gonna see these other videos where we're gonna be installing these virtual machines. So you have to download Metasploitable Linux. It's a Linux operating system that's got some vulnerable websites or web servers and web applications. It's just a machine that's vulnerable. So we as hackers we use it to learn the common vulnerabilities, how to exploit them, how to hack the system, how to repair the system. So you have that Metasploitable and Windows. They are the ones which we're gonna be using for attacking. We're gonna be attacking those two computers, and then Kali right here is going to be the attacker. Man, you wanna see this? It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. Yes, yes. Trust me, it's gonna be fire. You're gonna like this course like I don't wanna lie to you. We know we are hobbyists, we are beginners, we're gonna learn like you are zealous now. How are we gonna do that? Well, that's why I'm here for you. So what are the advantages? Virtualization and the lab, they make testing easier. I just made my website. You see, I was told by someone to make a website. I just created it. So I'm gonna give it to a penetration tester, an ethical hacker, or a bug bounty analyst, and I say, man, try this and check whether all things are fine. So he's gonna start testing and doing a lot of stuff instead of doing it on the real website. He's doing it in a virtual website so that the things which he sees, those are the same thing he was going to see if he was using the real website. But like I said, you can reverse the mistakes you make, or you can reverse anything you have done. So that's another thing. It makes testing easier. Maybe there are viruses. Maybe you made an Android application. You wanna test it. Instead of putting it in the real computer, maybe it's a virus. You're gonna test it on a virtual computer. And like I said, some use it to learn computer repair and architecture. So you can learn. It makes fixing easier. You're gonna first learn. Instead, like I said, instead of asking my client to give me his or her computer, I just say, okay, let me just look at your computer. Oh, you got it ransomware. What's the name of the ransom? Oh, WannaCry. Okay, let me go and check. And then I put WannaCry in my virtual machine and I now start analyzing and trying to fix it. So if I make mistakes, I'm gonna reverse it because I'm in a virtual machine, I'm in a lab, I'm gonna reverse it and restart again until I find the cure. But if it were the client's computer, maybe I would do more damage than the first damage which was there. So it makes fixing easier. It isolates the host. So like I said, the hosting computer, it's not even attached to those virtual machines. Whatever you do in those virtual machines is not going to affect the host computer, and it simulates a real scenario. See you in the next video, guys, and peace.